Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, or your regional equivalent, and welcome to Atoshka Place. Good. Now, I can't remember what I was doing, if I am entirely honest with you. I just rewatched the previous video and I still don't know what I was doing. So, so in an effort to have a plan, I shall return to my scouting endeavors, but rather than engaging with every last threat I see, I think I'm going to vaguely attempt not to do that. um, might also be uh, a half an episode that I scrapped because I didn't feel like it was good enough. I tried to play around a little bit, but I wasn't feeling it. So if you notice certain changes to some ships, or indeed really anything, then that's why it happened. But sometimes I try to record and I'm really not into it, and then I'd rather not subject you to suffer my own my own displeasure with myself. So instead, I scrap the recording. That's all right. It's not a big loss. Okay, so we have the Civil Crystallizer, which is quite decently armed. We also have the Kilihof Peret Mark 1. Kilihof Peret, I dare say. Which I actually quite like. It's a nice little spiky ball of missileic defense. And we actually, it's a scream. We don't necessarily have the firepower to hurt it, but we'll try. We'll try. It doesn't have nukes, so we have a vague chance. Nonetheless, if I can deploy a few support stations, and hopefully that one doesn't get too mauled to death, then there we go. Excellent. Exactly what we want. Then we can have a good, lovely. Look at that bombardment. Okay, now hopefully the raids don't annoy us too much. Oh, hello, music. Yes, play. Dun, 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 dun. Should I put it to 20? I love this little track. It's so nicely ambient. It's so pleasant. Ah, darn it. Okay, that didn't survive very long. It's a very unarmored little bombardment ship, so I didn't really expect it to do much other than get very, very hurt. Okay, well, our frontal armor is getting broken off, but I'm gonna lock the target, and we're gonna get out of here. Keep launching missiles. If I can do a little bit of damage to them, I can maybe stop its ship regeneration. You see, again, I'm back in a fight. I'm in a very bad situation. I need a tougher, tankier ship. And my real question is, how do I achieve that in a reasonable way that doesn't end up looking a bit funky? It is a bit funky. So my honest answer to that is I don't know. Let's just see what I can figure out. Funky. Get funky. I don't know why that... Listen, just... the less questions you ask, the less painful this is for all of us. Why not? Okay, we can have a nice little power bank there. We can have defense gun, defense gun, defense. No, we want this to be not that. This. Let it sit in very pleasantly. How do we stop it being a spike? By apparently making it a spike. I mean, it's a bit more 90 degrees now, so maybe it's okay. Like I said, I don't want spikes, so I'm somehow going to have to engineer around my own demands. That doesn't look half bad, does it? Ah, I don't think so. Looks quite tanky. Let's get rid of this half of the ship, so I can build this the way I always meant to. One side first, and then we complete the rest from the other side. Can I try something crazy here? Just hear me out. Well, probably don't. It's probably not going to be good. But why did I just? why did I do that? That was a very interesting decision. Okay, all right. You. Click. There's a bit of sharpness in there, but well, I don't. Do I want to leave a bit of space? It'll leave it a bit stinky. Schlinky. Stink. Okay, listen. I don't know. Give me a second. I need to actually charge my headset. Well, I say charge my headset, I mean attach the headset charging cable. Now, hopefully it's not too noisy. It might be incredibly noisy. My apologies far in advance for excessive noise that it may or may not cause. Okay, well, here's the thing. I don't know how I feel about that. We don't want it to be spiky. No, no, we don't want it to be spiky. No. We don't want it to be spiky. No, no, we don't want it to be spiky. Hey. Ba-da-ba-day. So, what does that leave us with? What does that leave us with? What does that leave us with, quite honestly? I don't know, some missiles and around the snow. Yeah, I don't know. I really do not honestly. I must be kidding me. I must be kidding me. What a ridiculous line. Who wrote this song? Okay, so... you know, I wanted to see if I could do something that was better, but it's probably not going to happen at this rate. Probably don't want that. Let's do that. At least it's vaguely acceptable. Vaguely. Otherwise, I could... Connect, thank you. Flatten it out. Like, oh, I don't like that. That's very not a Toshka place. And this has to be very a Toshka place. If it's not a Toshka place, then I don't know why I'm building it. Let's hope I don't try to... For your sake, I'll try not to scrap this recording session as well. It's fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I'm happy. Well... I'm okay. Oh, this palette is so interesting to build with. It's very nice. The problem is that there are certain design methods you can't perfectly. Ooh, okay, that's nice. That's okay. Yeah, let's do this. Why not? Oh, very nice. I like it. I like it a lot. The only big question is, where's its thrusting? Where's its thruster power? And my honest answer is I don't know, but we'll stick it on back here. Okay. Alright, I think we're doing that. I think I'm doing that. I think we're doing that. This is an unreasonably... This starship is unreasonable. I love it. Okay, alright, let's go for it. Is this... Okay. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I think that's actually... That looks... looks okay. It just needs... more? I don't know. I don't know what it needs. It's half the problem at this current moment. Got heavy guns. There's a lack of armor at the front here. Bum 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 da bum dum dum dun 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 do dun 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 dun. This little shape here has been done hundreds of times before in many different designs, but I'm gonna just use it anyway. It's nice. It's good enough. It works. It works well. It works well for its purpose. Okay. I'm feeling a lot about better. What am I saying? Feeling a lot better about this today, which helps. Very much helps. Very much so. Okay, rip the side off because that's that right there. This little pattern copying that's exactly why I don't build this like I just did. That's why I specifically do not build ships like that. To limit erroneous structural error, as they say. Well, no one else really says it. I say it, so, as I say. Now, what's the health difference between this? This has a 1376. This has 1231. Yeah, okay. It's not much of an improvement. And it's just one less gun, so let's just put it back, And then we just cap it off with some of this. I didn't think that could fit. I had a feeling. I was hoping perhaps I could use the booster as armor, but that's not going to happen. Doom, 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 doom. I like this little. I like this little thing. This little thing is satisfying to me. I don't know why. Hold on. Is this the song that normally gets on my nerves? Because I'm enjoying it today. maybe that says something more about me, and I hope it does. Maybe it says that I'm just in a better frame of mind today. Oh, much better. Well, we'll see if it's much better. We'll see. We will see. That because very much remains to be seen. You might ask me, why am I going to split this? If a very powerful explosion goes off, say a nuke in this front area, and it hits this block, guaranteed, even if it was this block, which is what? 1881. It would be destroyed guaranteed. So I'm just giving myself the slight chance that if a nuke does go off in the front, only half of this structural bearing will be absolutely annihilated, which could leave this completely fine. So that's basically, that's the thought process there. And then I can do that. Oh, nice. Ah, I think I have an idea. I think I have what we in the Navy call an idea, boy. Yes, good. I have something which we in the Navy call an idea. I'm not going to be able to do it that way, but if I could, it would be Very nice. If I could, it'd be very nice. How does this flip over? How does it do? How does it do the do? Not well. Okay, well... That's alright. It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's good enough. Right? Come on. It's good enough for sorts of stuff you can reliably and reasonably do with crystal sometimes. Ah, it's spiky. I don't want spiky. Well, I mean, I guess that's good enough. That's good enough. It's good enough. It's good enough. It's good enough. It's good enough. It is good enough. All we could ever ask. Oh, I wish there was a piece I could put in here. It feels like that should be a piece. Right? I can't be wrong about that. It feels like it should be a piece, almost. Well, it's one of those, but in a different scale of graph. It's a bit depressing, but that's alright. That's not depressing. That's an extreme use of the word. It's vaguely sad, I guess, I suppose. It's vaguely sad. Don't depress yourself, lad. One must fight. Sometimes. You see, there's a certain... I'm not sure what the maths would work it out to be. But there's a specific set of degrees you can actually only reach with this sort of Penrose set. I think... Yeah, I'm not sure what the math is, but there's a certain limited degree range that you can reach with a Penrose set. You see, whatever. So, well, I don't know why I'm quoting this as an example. It's not really an example. But, you know, whatever. I will increase the strength of these segments. Probably not going to matter a lot, but, you know, in case it matters a little, then at least we have a little bit mattered, right? Come on. Ooh, interesting. Very interesting indeed. We could almost do something exciting. I'm enjoying this music too much to listen. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Could you lot get off here? Go away. Very nice. Very nice. I really need to figure out good thruster construction methods for this faction. I'm really bad at it. That's not a bad idea. The best part is we can scale it up. The worst part is that the thrusters don't fit. Well, not necessarily. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. do interesting things. We can do some very interesting things. I'm amused by this. Highly amused. I've discovered a shapeograph. A shapeograph? I don't know. I don't know. Don't ask me. Well, do ask me, but nonetheless, don't ask me. This doesn't... Wait, that connects. If it connects, then there is hope for connection. Yes. Maybe this isn't an advisable structural change, but I want it, so... Well, that's not a good reason, but nonetheless, we're doing it. I want it. Yeah, I want it. How ineffective. What ineffective rationale. There we go! The only thing that doesn't work for me is this rear segment, and that's because this is just a repetition of the prior structure. So, I need to try to find a way to... That's not a bad idea. Yeah, let's do something like that. How are we going to do it, though? Well, that's the next half of the question. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And what's even better is we now have segments for this. The forward propulsion drives. Excellent. Just as intended. Except not at all. Ooh. Yes, please. Yes, please. Absolutely. More of that. We can actually make that here, can't we? Yeah, it just doesn't look as nice. I would dare say it does not look as nice, but it could look fine. It's a bit of work. Only problem is it would require a bit of... Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. If I do so, I mean, you know, of bad idea. Okay, that's not what I wanted, but it was an okay-ish idea, I guess. Sometimes I like to just accept the mistakes and see what they can turn into. It's more fun. Can I? Nah, darn it. Mathematical imprecision. Mathematical imprecision. That's not a phrase. Come on, connect. Okay, we're perfectly off by half a thingamathing thing. Which means a couple of things. Well, it means a couple of things. Great, that's incredibly helpful. Nonetheless, it does mean a couple of things. I want to see what this looks flipped. It's going to be... I think this is going to be oddly satisfying. No, must control myself. Must finish it. Can't look before it's done. Gotta have self-control. Remember, people, self-control. Darn it. I'm enjoying this way too much. So ridiculous. Hold on. Yeah. I see this little thing and I'm just like, yes, I want to figure out a way of integrating that a bit better. But I'm not entirely sure. I really want to put something there. Thing is, I'd have to do it like that and then cap it like that. Okay, good. The other thing that's missing is this. And this space needs to be a little bit less sharp, you know. These, you see, I can't. Because the whole thing is I wanted the Toshka place to be more rounded. And that's pretty difficult because of the way the crystalline are. But I mean, that's the whole point of the build. So, trying to think what I do with these, and because it's satisfying to have it be rounded. I could make. I hate that the massive thing, tiny support. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Structuralistically appalling. I can do this, I guess, but it's not much better. It's okay. I just go with it. Why not? Okay. Also, I'm very sad that the super hyper awesome music is now gone quiet. very, very sad about that. It's very sad. It's a sad time in a Toshka place. It's a sad time in a Toshka place. Okay. I think it's time. Oh! Yeah, okay, I like it. I like it. One thing I don't like is this stubby frontal segment. That's what I don't like. But I like this. That looks very nice. Toledaren Hugrelta. It sounds nice. It sounds like a nice name. Let's call it that. Okay. Okay. This old version can just hang around, but I don't want the game to build it. Okay, so Hugrelta, the Toledaren. Interesting question. How do I fix this problem? Well, there's a few ways of going about it theoretically. We'll see which one can pan out practically, because that's always the question, really. Like, yeah, theory's good and all, but is it practical? Is it practical? What I would like is a long, whatever this shape would be. It's basically a long triangle, but at a slightly specific curve. That's all I want, basically. That's one thing that I do want for this faction. And for the raid faction, of course. They are combined in their suffering. In this sense. Please fit. Yes! Okay, that's much better. That's good. I'm actually happy with that. The one thing I won't be happy with is its extreme lack of maneuverability that it's going to have. It's fast, but is it going to be able to turn? And that's actually a bit of a deal breaker here. Yeah, we can fix that easily. Good. I'm glad. I'm very glad. Well, no, I'm reasonably glad. And then, of course, we need to reverse. Okay, that should be sufficient. But then we also need to power an internal thruster bank here. Okay, good. Pardon me. Ugh. Okay, I like that. Looks really nice. What it isn't, however, is rounded. Don't ask me how I'm going to make that the case. This just got more spiky. Oh well, it's something, I guess. Actually, speaking of things, I could just do... I mean, I'm not offended by it. I think it kind of looks nice. I think that's actually quite a nice look. Yeah, I think that's actually quite a nice look in its own way. It's unfortunately a bit spiky, but can't really fix that, not easily. Pardon me. I think I'm happy with it. It's... really nice, but at the same time, it's not exactly round. My rule in my head was that the point accentuation shouldn't be greater or shouldn't be less than 90 degrees. This is 90. This is less than 90 degrees. By point accentuation, line, that's 90 degrees. This is greater than 90 degrees, so it's fine. Same is the case for that, this, etc., etc. Because, you know, this would be sharp, technically, and this is fine, this is sharp, that's sharp. You know, so I would have to do something like this, but then this would create another sharp segment, so it's not really remediable. Here is, you know, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine. Sharp. fine. You know, you understand what I mean? So, yeah. This technically breaks my rules, but I like it. And the problem is it's breaking my rules anyway. I don't really have a good way of fixing this. So I think in the end we're just going to have to go with rule of looks absolutely fantastic. And we're just going to have to leave it at that. One thing it doesn't have is a factory, but I think I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it not having a factory. I'm gonna make backup of it. We have 1835 power. We have 2000. Hey, 2019. That was only last year. So it means we're gonna have to take this little ship to its finality extremes. See what we can do with it. Let's see how much more I can squeeze firepower out of it. What are the things I had to de-upgrade it with? Because we ran out of... This is the Mark 1-2. The Mark... Is the Mark 2? Boom, 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 ba-da-dim, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-ha. Boom, boom, boom. What is the difference? Power? Is it power generation? Yeah, it is. It's 2 extra power conduits. But that isn't all of it. Thrusters? What are the differences? I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. Also, I'm going to give this ship a little bit more point defense against missiles. Plasma diffractor. Quite neat. Also, yes, this should be fixed with that. It looks much better. It looks a bit nicer. I don't like this segment. I want to run something along it. I think I've said this before or a long time ago. But I never really did anything about it. It was a bit too... yeah, and then that leaves this frontal segment looking very off. Looking very squaffy. Squaffy? You know, messy. That's not... It's not a decent... It's not a good... It's not like a... It's not a great word, Laps. Yeah, I know, but I can't really think of much else. Squaffy is okay, I guess. It vaguely gets the idea across. Do I want to make this a bit strange? That's a very weird question. But what I'm saying is, not... Yeah, I don't know. See, again, sharp angle, technically. But for the ending of a ship, it's very difficult to not have a sharp angle. Unless you have something like this. So, you know, this thing, there is technically a sharp angle. But otherwise, it's pretty much within my bounds. So, you know, if I'm working along that, we've only got 1 comparative to 2. So, maybe I've been breaking my own rules the whole time, and really I should just shush. And use the darn ship. Pardon me. Thing is, I do need some heavy firepower at the front, but do I want it to be these pieces? Well, they're kind of like trademarky pieces of the Toshka place, so I should continue them. But what this ship does need is a bit more frontal armor, so we'll give it a bit more frontal armor. Okay, I mean, it's all right, I suppose. It's not like a major problem. Good. Okay. No scream. Go away. we do need is a bunch more missiles. Missiles are free damage for crystallines, so should never not have them. One thing I don't want to do is have a missile here because it might block ship construction. Bum bum ba da. Da 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 da. Oh, pardon me. Pardon me. Just trying to think how I remedy the frontal segment of this ship aesthetically. Keep with it, it's fine. Okay, what we do have now is a lot more armor and a lot more missiles. So we should, I mean now, 1970 comparative to 1743. So technically, by cost alone, we should, you know, be better than him. But is that going to be the case? That's really the question. Yeah, I'll make you keep your distance with me cannons. Yeah, Rocky Matulga. I don't know what that means. Well, it's my own word, so I'm allowed to say what it means. Yes, run, why don't you? You are no longer the superior star vessel in this area. You're not the better shipboat, you Atalatungi. There we go, look at all those juicy resources. Look at that, we're now a superior starship. Can really sail the seas with firepower. Okay, now these little guys are incredibly weak because they're... Okay, listen, just not... I'm not going to edit them. Oh yeah, there's this little place that I made, which is kind of okay. What's its resource storage? It has... Our capacity 100s, capacity 100. It's about, you know, not a lot. So it's got 1,200. It's like got what, 2,000 R capacity, approximately. Yeah, crystal is tough. It's very tough to build storage with. I mean, this ship has 2,000. This ship has 2,000. 100. They don't have any ambient storage blocks, or passive storage blocks, let's say. I would call these more active storage blocks because they actively consume your ship resources, which is annoying. I actually don't want to go fight him just yet. That's a crescent. He's very costly. I'll deploy some long-range fire support. We'll see if we can deal with him. Ah, no raid. No. Okay, hello, Crescent. Goodbye, Crescent. I'm getting out of here. Oh, doom beams. Okay, bye-bye. Survived. Okay, I did survive. Here's those obliteration beams, or whatever they're called. Obliterators. Oh. Are they obliterators or annihilators? I think the annihilator is the big gun. The obliterator is the laser. I can't remember. Sentinel playthrough is next. Then we get to do that. There we go, look at that. Shooting through the back of the ship. Once this other obliterator's gone, we can swoop in and finish him off. Bomb, 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 bomb. Lovely, then we'll deploy a bunch of support fire defense platforms. Listen, the missiles are incredibly useful, so just having a couple of them, just look at this! Look at this death flurry of missiles going after you. Is, yeah, that's what it does. You do have to get trapped to really die from it, because you can run from them, but, you know, I mean, very difficult, very difficult. Not an easy job. Just Where's my charging cable? I'm sorry for this. Sorry for the noise. I'm sorry for the noise. If you hear it, I'm sorry for the noise. Oh, I flew into a rock. Hey, you got 444R. Just amused. 3 of the same number. Let's get off. Let's get off that. Come on. We go 509. Even better. Another crescent. Okay, please. If my little defense platforms. Woo. Okay. Yeah, 4 of those was a good investment. That was like. What? 1 something something. Oh, hello, Battle4. No, T4 Battlecruiser. No. Get away from me. Okay. Okay. That's good. Fire support platforms. Beautiful. Really doing their job. Absolutely fantastic. Look at these things. Tell you what, I'm going to take my ship and go to that thing, the wormhole. Actually, we have enough to upgrade to the next ship tier. So, I think what I'm going to do, take this. So this is the Mark II. This is the Mark II. It's a lot tougher. It's got more missiles. It's a bit chunkier. So I'm going to take that the Mark II. The Mark 0. It can be removed. It's a command ship. It's not entirely important that it be there. The 1-2 is not entirely important. Remove the Mark 1. Make the 1-2 the Mark 1. The Mark II should be significantly more expensive, but you know, whatever. It's alright. And then I can become the new ship. Verify costs the same. Perfect. It has significantly reduced firepower, but watch the speed. Oh yeah! Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Oh, what a gorgeous ship. Turning, not on a dime, but probably on a couple on a couple. What's the yeah, a couple? It goes like dimes. It's pounds. Well, no, pounds is British. You know what I mean. Dollars and they're pennies or something. I don't know. Listen, I don't care. Okay, here's a significantly more expensive ship, but I've got a nice big missile array, and I've got a lot of armor, so that's the main benefit. He's got a lot of point defense, though. Okay, well, Scream. I don't think Scream can actually bully me with bullets, however. My guns do actually. Let's just get him. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come here. Suffer crystalline heavy guns. Yeah, he lost one of his little wings. Nearly at his core. Nearly at his core. Yeah, crystalline heavy guns are not a joke. Crystalline plasma condensers are not a joke. So, me laddie. Oh, that's not a joke. You know, I'm not a joke. That's not a joke. The crescent's not a joke. Okay, ship does not contain a factory. That was my biggest blunder, actually. That's the one thing I forgot. Is that this ship does not have a factory. I don't really want to rip that off entirely. Bum 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 ba da. Bum ba da dum ba da dee da 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 da. Do do do. Do 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 da da dee. Nice. Okay. Just need a bit more power. We need more power to metamorphosize. Let's get the Scream before that crescent pitches up. The crescent's already pitching up. Alright, gentlemen, evac speed. Getting out of here. I would stay and fight, but it's not gonna happen. Deploy. I can't deploy anything. I don't have the resources for it. Um, I don't want to rip off the primary engines. This is painful. I've got a lot of power generators. Okay, I can't remove the ones around the core. And it's very dangerous to even remove power generators because when they detach, they can explode and just blow up everything. Perfect, okay. Let's get those factories online. Factories online, Commander. This is a battleship. It's not supposed to have factories. That was very much by choice. But, because it's my command ship, it needs a factory. Alright, lads. How much do we need? 110. Can I press the right button? Also, we should get the next tier up of anti-matter missile launcher. This goes from 20 to 40 and from 90 to 120 for about, you know, double the cost. But the benefit is the explosive radius, and of course it's a bit slower, but you know, turns a bit better, a little bit more health. Well, I say a little bit more health, got a lot more health, but also has 4 times the mass. Yeah, yeah. They're very powerful because of the explode radius. Oh, pardon me. It's primarily their utility. Come here, you laddie. Come here. Come on. I ripped off my primary thruster bank. That was a stupid idea. I do actually have enough. Okay, good. Got that. Let me deploy more missile defense platforms. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Lovely. What a nice looking ship, I have to say. That missile battery on the side is exceedingly satisfying. Even though it doesn't have as many main guns as well, no, it actually has the... No, yeah, it has 2 less. Thought so. Yeah, it has 2 less main guns. Even though that is the case, and it's pretty much got the same amount of missiles, it has way more health, and that's the main thing. So we lost 2 guns and gained a lot of health and speed. I don't think that's a loss. Health and speed is a massive thing. Especially the sort of health. We have more reliable health now, which is very important. Okay. Right, the next thing on this agenda would be giving it more guns. I don't think it needs more guns. I think I'm happy to leave it as my primary battleship. And then make this the Mark 1-1. Well, it's the Mark 1-2 technically, if we're gonna be sane about the situation. Then we rip off these, put a that. What? Oh wow, I saw 2-0 instead of 2-1. Ooh, that was a very weird moment for me, but nonetheless. Well, you know, we can just fix that problem. It's a bit of a it's a bit overkill for what we need this for, but yeah, it'll be okay. I say as I immediately reversed the decision I made. Talking about why I was happy with the previous iteration as I remove it. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes. We have to justify what we did to move on to what we're doing. It's not good. No, not about justifying. It's about thinking over my own ridiculous notions. Well, thinking over ill-decided ideas is a better way of putting it. Lovely. Yeah, land, have some resources. Who are we getting shot at? Oh, the spinner. Why? Why is there a spinner? With a lot of missiles, actually. Well, he doesn't have main guns. So, I'm sorry. He doesn't have crystal health, and he doesn't have crystal main guns. So, he has a significant... The dash turtle. Oh yeah, the dash turtle. Oh shame, the missiles are tearing them to pieces. It's not the worst problem. Let's upgrade this. Okay, now we need to get the bigger tiers of antimatter. But before we do that... Into the wormhole we go. Stay here. Logged in as Labs. Uploading. There you go. Otoshka Place. Otoshka Place. Otoshka Plek. If you wish to say it in Afrikaans. Okay. I said I wanted to get the big ones next, but we're going to need the actual PowerPoints to use them. Yeah. Self-control, gentlemen. Self-control. Awesome fighter. Ah, good old first. Isn't Awesome Fighter like one of the oldest reassembly ships or something? Either way, it's a farmer shotgunner ship. I love it. It's the fact that the farmers have shotgun. The farmers have so much fun stuff to play around with. Got so many weapons and equipment, and then the other factions just kind of like, okay. Farmers and Terran have the most stuff. All the other factions that, of course, were never even meant to be played, don't have a lot of stuff. I'm sorry, farmers, but you have caused war on these edges for too long. The actual reality is that they've been harvesting crystals, so you know it's a crystal rights violation. For the crystalline people, it is a crystal. That's ridiculous. I love it. It's so stupid. Oh, it's nice. Oh, what a lovely thruster trail. I just love the thruster trails, quite honestly. The thruster trails make this game so much better than it could have been. Imagine if it didn't have the thruster trails. How boring. Actually, we don't even have to imagine. Close your eyes, children. Close your eyes. But quite honestly, even basic graphics reassembly does still look quite fetching in its own way. It still looks very nice because some of the glow is still there in some of the stuff. Boom, 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 boom. Doesn't even have explosive sound. Oh, doesn't even have explodey effects. I should have deployed this. But yeah, if your computer can barely run reassembly, this is what you do. This is what the game looks like. And you know, it's not bad. You still have a lot of the important things. It's quite nice. Like the little I have to say, the tractor particle effects and all the little numbers and things, they're lovely. I just love them. They're so nice. I love how they fly off into a direction. It's just such a nice little touch. It is a bit difficult to tell what's alive and what's dead because you can't see the thruster trails, but that's okay. Yeah, big turrets. Big turrets are the only thing the crystalline will fear. Ooh. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-bum, bum, bum, ba. Boom, boom. Looks like it reminds me of like a Flash game you'd find on Congregate or something back in the day. I don't know why. Just the aliased, I don't know, the aliased nature of the colors. it still looks very nice, but at the same time it looks very, I don't know, I don't have a nice word for it. Well, not that I don't have a nice word for it, I don't have an accurate word for it. That is the problem. Oh yeah, I actually haven't built a fleet. It's just yeah. Yeah, you know, I could go all cheeky and have like a missile support fleet, but missile support fleets are laggy. It's like a Rotos Rensarte Mark III. It should be more than sufficient. Oh, lovely. They look a lot more wireframe now, don't they? But that's also because we've got a very dark palette. But even then, you realize just how wireframe these ships are. Gorgeous. I love it. Come here. Little farmer frigate. Ironic because the farmers are the most peaceful faction in Reassembly. And here I am chasing them because I'm pretty much in their territory. So I don't really have much. Where are the Terrans? The Terrans are somewhere out on the outer... What's the word? The outer zones. I want to go find some Terrans. What I will re-engage is particle effects, because really, reassembly without particle effects is pretty... It's pretty sad. It's not pretty, basically. It's pretty sad. Okay. Ah, oh, lovely. I'm told that Just Stars is quite good for YouTube because it's got less... the halos come through weirdly in the compression. I do see that, but quite frankly, I don't care. It still looks nice. And you need to see the halo. The halo. Don't die! Don't die! I'll lose my little fleet. I don't want to. That's why I don't build ships, because I'll lose my little fleet, and then I'll be the end of it. I'm glad you can die and lose your little fleet, because it does mean that, in a sense, you can't just be insane, so to speak. Although it is a bit sad and annoying. But, you know, it's okay. Can't have it go your way all the time, otherwise it's a bit difficult to have some challenge. I suppose. Me trying to rationalize something that annoys me, but also doesn't really annoy me. I kind of just accept it, because, like, yeah, I died. My ship died, so the guys that are following it no longer follow you, because you respawn. So it's like, it's rational in its own way. Anyway, okay. Big plasmas. More power. We need more power. We need a lot more power. We want power. Power! Oh, come on. Gravity well. Yes. Don't mind if I do. Come on, let's turn back on. Just stars. Oh, stars and halos. Lovely. I just like the halos. The halos are just so nice. The glow halos. They're just actually very satisfying. It helps you just kind of see things. It helps you notice the ships. Boom, 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 boom. I don't want to go straight for the core. Like, that would be the cheeky way to win. And my point defense, unfortunately, did go straight for the core. But I didn't want to. And that's the difference. I should get some blue seed planters, actually. Crystalline, I think, like the blue seeds. Or is it the red seeds that they prefer? I don't know. Quite frankly, I don't know. Hey, speaking of gravity. Let's go, gentlemen. Let's go. I might lose my entire fleet. But that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. I just want to go through a gravity well. Give me a moment. Watch this massive asteroid. Oh, I love it. Hello, Reds. Ooh, and contestants. Shucks. Alright, well. Alright, everybody, well, I think this is a good place to stop for now. We'll fight these guys next. So until next time, everybody. Oh, goodness, this is gonna be fun. Cheerio. Let's go, lads! Let's go!